So everything in here is fucking custom. The whole top floor is dedicated to or inspired to and from the Nova, because the Nova has like a small little painting and they use the wooden stuff, and I ended up absolutely loving that about the Nova, so I put it in this. So we have a navigation terminal, we have a status monitor, and we have a sonar monitor right here. We display the fuel amount, the reactor, like the condition of the reactor and the engine, and how much battery power we have. The periscope in the front of the ship controls 2 different guns. Right now it is on the rail gun. It has a light that shows you which gun it is on. Wherever you point at, that's where the gun stays. And then when you back out, you can hit the switch underneath of it to switch to the other gun, which is now the coil gun. And he is switching the button just back and forth over here. But yeah, the gun stays wherever you left it at last. And then this is a working, oh, somebody found the Honk Mother mission. This is a working 4-poster antique wooden bunk bed with both bunks that work, complete with a lounge bar section and a chair that you can lounge in. I don't know why it looks so weird for you. Okay, cool. Let's just put it behind it now. I don't know why it's doing that. It wasn't doing that earlier.
It laid down like a hospital bed.
Okay, so second floor, we have the gunnery. So the first one controls the coil gun in the back. The second one controls the coil gun in the back top, and then the coil gun in the back bottom. The way that the guns work is these 2 guns down here share this capacitor, so you guys do need to be careful about like not just wasting all of your capacitor energy shooting one way and then the other guy can't shoot. And then the other capacitor controls the front 2 guns and the discharge coils, and I did it that way on purpose so that way it's balanced, because the bottom 2 gunneries down here share energy, and then it needs to be a choice between whether you're using the rail gun coil gun combo or if you're using the discharge coils. And the discharge coils are in one of the blind spots. There's a lot of things on this sub that you can walk behind. I did a lot of playing around with the sprite levels, so there is depth on this sub. Then we have hydroponics, then we have the engine over here, which does display a bunch of different information. So on the top it says the name of the sub. It tells us that we're in the cold caverns right now, and that we're in the cold cave habitation outpost. So we're actually at an outpost. That it tells you the fuel and how much fuel is left, and then the reactor and the engine condition. You can lay down on the bed and then close the actual curtain. Yeah. And then if I come over here, you can walk behind this section. So the medical cabinet does have a toxin cabinet. It's where the toxin cabinet like texture is at. And then fabrication, what's up?
This large steel cabinet in the UI is blocking the fabricator.
The what is?
If you click on the fabricator, the large cabinet, like in the UI is...
So hit it with a screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
If you put it, then it fixes it. If you just touch it with a screwdriver and then touch it again, it puts it back the way that it's supposed to be. That's a known bug, and that's how you fix that. So, okay, so to explain the fabricator. So the deconstructor outputs to the 2 through 6 lockers down here, and the first locker, the one labeled 1, is the one that you see from the deconstructor and the fabricators. So it's the one that's displayed side by side. That goes into the 1 chest. And then this is Armouries up there. Oh, no. That's my open. That's my open airlock. I'm getting to that. So that's the next thing. So if we yeah, you found it. Do you like that mechanic? Because like that shit's fucking awesome. All right, so we're gonna come out here because the main like thing of this sub is you can just walk right out and then start swimming. And one of the things, so you don't know about it, but, and everyone does that. Every single person that I have shown this airlock has swam to the top of the mouth and then dropped down before I can warn them that yes, it will hurt you. Don't you drag me in there so that I hurt my legs. Don't you do it. No. Anyways, so while you were gone, they added something called traits, and one of the traits for the late game medic is that if you're outside of the sub and fighting stuff with your own hands, you get genetic material. So I can scoop up stuff with this. I swear to fucking God, if you, why do you always do this every time? Yeah, you're gonna break your legs and I'm not going to. Tee. Anyways, but yeah, I can scoop up enemies in the mouth and then you guys can fight them like big boys with your big boy weapons and not the guns on the sub. And it's fun. Yep.
Sounds exciting.
It is. It really is. And the sub's like shaped like a fish. That is super awesome. But no, every single person that has gotten on this sub and realized this is the open airlock swims to the top up here and then falls down. Like how, like of course that's gonna happen. Like you just walked out and then swam. Like why do you think that you're not just gonna swim and then fall?
It's part of the fun.
Is it? Is it part of the fun?
Yes.
Okay, so real quick, in the number 6 locker is really the only supplies there are on the entire sub. You have a tool belt that comes with colored wrenches and screwdrivers and then headsets, and that's it. And that's all you get. Like, I actually got yelled at earlier. As soon as when I went to so I was like showing off the sub and like testing it with the Undertow Discord, and freaking the guy that loaded in was medical. It was instantly like, medical is pissed, Captain. And I was like, wait, what? Why? So I took autofill. I took autofill off of every storage on this sub. Like, this is pretty much the epitome of fucking balanced. And I didn't realize that I had taken the autofill off of the normal medical cabinet. So for the entirety of the sub, we had exactly one normal bandage and one saline that the medical guy spawned with, and we had absolutely nothing else. And he was just really upset with me, so I put a stack of bandages, normal bandages in there, and like a saline and a blood.
Pick and choose who to heal.
But it was, yeah, this. So I put this in for them. So this is what the sub spawns with that isn't the things that are in here. So, yep. Might as well deconstruct that. Don't need that. Oh, and fabrication is pretty much the entirety of all of the storage other than the medical stuff on the sub. There are no doors. There are no locked things. There is exactly one door on the entire sub, and that leads to the airlock, and that's it. So if we take flooding fast. The moment we seal it, it gets sealed up, gone, because there's the open ballast at the bottom. So yeah, what do you think? Oh, also, there, if you do it skillfully.
Do I do anything skillfully?
Sometimes. So you can actually land in the ballast, and the ballast is a pool. Whee! Yep. Oh, and if you fall in the ballast and you're like, oh no, I fell in the ballast, you can just literally walk right up here. You can also literally walk up to the 2nd level and go from the 3rd level to the 2nd level. Open floor plan. Also, there's no locks on any of the armory because a well-armed crew is not going to fucking troll. A well-armed crew. You're not going to die to some asshole that's going to fucking shoot you with a gun. You're going to die because you're an engineer and the captain won't let you fucking have a goddamn gun and the crawler is getting in the ship and you're in between the you know, crawler and, you know, not being able to get to the armory.